possibly can. They're going to be playing all 8 worlds here, but it is going to be shuffled. You never know where we're going to start with, and we are starting tonight at World 7, the dreaded pipe maze, and both of the runners are taking the same paths here. They don't want to be playing level 1, but unfortunately, it takes them to the dead end, feeling lonely. Gonna have to play level 1, and we are starting things off with World 1-4. It looks like proa007 is off to a fast start here. Has the mushroom power block here. Dr. J being a little careful, but uh-oh, he missed the mushroom, so that's going to cost him his precious power-up, and Proa gets into the pipe here, and no trouble at all, and he's going to pick up that mushroom. Of course, when you're playing this game casually, you want to try and get 3 in a row, but unfortunately, Dr. J taking a death to that good old fire stake that nobody likes on World 5-9, and going to take the pipe here to this Fort Pro07. We have here Fort 5-2. So off to an early lead is proa007, but it is still early, folks. Don't count Dr. J out just yet. As Proa picks up his star power-up, he's able to get through the rest of that screen easily, but you can still fall into the lava, so you gotta be careful. First boom boom of many for proa007, and he takes him down no problem at all. Meanwhile, Dr. J has cleared World 1-4 and can be on his way to the fort as he picks up a flower for his first card. Obviously, when you're playing this game casually, you want to get 3 of a kind to collect some important 1-ups. But because this is a race and time is of the essence, the object is to not get 3 of a kind. That's going to save a lot of time because you don't get the good old fireworks animation. And let's see what our first item is going to be. It's going to be a star for Proa, and unfortunately, another death for Dr. J. He's down to 2 extra lives. Proa007 is doing a good job staying clean, but he doesn't like what he sees there. And another death for Dr. J as the Podobo takes him down in Fort 5-2. As you can see, skipping World 2, he's able to do that. It looks like he has found the way out, and we have got ourselves the good old army from World 8, ladies and gentlemen. So, and because auto-scrollers have been turned off, this is much more manageable and much less painful than it normally is in the vanilla game. So, that's one of the World 8 super long levels out of the way right now, and Proa making that look very easy. Meanwhile, Dr. J getting into the pipe here in Fort 5-2. What kind of item do we have? That's another star for Proa. And Proa is going to pick up a frog suit here as Dr. J has cleared Fort 5-2. And he'll be moving on to the next level. He's going to go and try and get some 1-ups here. That's something you don't see very often in the randomizer. Let's see if it pays off. He's got 2 parts of the mushroom. Can he get the 3rd? No. Tough break for Dr. J, so he is denied on the 2 extra lives there. Oh, and Dr. J out of the frying pan and into the fire gets trapped with World 5-9. Youch. Meanwhile, proa007 tearing apart World 6-7. And he'll get another card here. But, oh, man, Dr. J having a rough go here early on in this race. And Proa gets into the next fort, and we have 4-1. Let's see if he decides to take the pipe or if he's just going to go the fast way. He is going to go ahead and take the pipe. To me, it's to each their own. Some people would take the pipe because it's easier to negotiate than going through all of the thwomps and whatnot, but some people would skip the pipe because it's faster, so it's pretty much pick your poison. Nice job for Dr. J. He's going to try and build up a 1-up, but he is 1 enemy short. I like the strategy, but Dr. J does have 2 flowers. If he can get 1 more flower, that's 3 extra lives for him. And Proa takes care of the boom boom here in Fort 4-1. And Proa off to a really good start, just has to get through the required piranha plant, gonna equip the star to make things a lot easier, and uh-oh, we've got ourselves an angry sun sighting, but luckily for Proa, he will not have to deal with it because of how short this level is. Meanwhile, it looks like Dr. J is on the World 5-3 beta level. And nice killing of that Paraguma there, and we've got the airship from World 7. Fred, what are you doing here? So we're going to have Ludwig von Koopa as the boss here, and hopefully for these runners' sake, he is not very beefy tonight. So far, so good for Proa. Meanwhile, Dr. J keeping his life intact here, but he's got to watch out for those bloopers. Oh, and Big Bertha takes him down. We've got a vanilla-type Ludwig von Koopa here, and there's 3 hits. Oh, he's stronger than 3 hits. 4-hit Luddy, but Proa makes quick work of him, and Proa is done with the first world. But very critical time here for Dr. J. He is down to his last life. He's got to get that final flower card to get those 3 extra lives here, and he cannot take another death or it's back to the start of World 1 he goes. That line Koopa said, "It turned me into an Oscar Mayer wiener." Well, it didn't. And now Dr. J got to have to be very careful, get past that Big Bertha, which he does. And now World 2 is World 2. Chat, you know what to do about that. And Dr. J does get into the pipe. Can he get the flower card to get himself a 3-up? He does! A 3-up for Dr. J. He gets the 3 of a kind. Well played there. That is going to help increase his chances of getting past this level. Meanwhile, Proa finds himself into a very difficult World 6-5 here. Nobody likes this stage, but you gotta do what you gotta do here. Take that Koopa shell and knock it into the slot right there, and Proa, no problem at all with World 6-5. And Proa will take his 1-up here, so he's got 5 extra lives at his disposal. Dr. J right now is in World 1-5 at the moment. Just thinking about maybe taking the Cloud Heaven here, maybe get some coins and build up that coin counter to get some extra lives. Proa playing the card game here. But unfortunately, no matches. The board goes back, and Proa will have to try again later. Every 80,000 points is when you get that card game in the vanilla game. I don't know if that's the same in Randomizer, but in the normal game, you get that card game every 80,000 points. Proa right now is in World 5-7. I know when I was a kid, I would always take that pipe to go into the other section here. But you're not going to see that during a race because it's a lot slower. No problem there for proa007. Unfortunately, Dr. J heading in the wrong direction. He is still in the pipe maze here in World 1, but he does get an end game, which he's not going to take right now. He's going to try and get some more lives here. Meanwhile, Proa has found Fort 1 here in World 2. And unfortunately, no match for Dr. J, so no extra lives for him. And Proa gets a Jugum Cloud in the hidden Warp Whistle spot. That's going to help him immensely. It'll enable him to skip a level. So if he sees something he really doesn't like, he can use that. Now Proa has found himself into World 2-3. Now wait just a minute here. 2-3 and 2-3's normal spot. Fred, you've got some splaining to do. Dr. J, meanwhile, is in World... I thought it was 1-2, but that's not 1-2. I think that might have been 3-5. Or 3-4. Proa gets through without getting hit by the Koopa shell there. And is able to get a flower card, so he does not have to worry about getting 3 of a kind. Now Dr. J going to try his luck at the card game. No match on his first attempt. He finds a mushroom. Ooh, he gets a match. Very nice. Looking for the match that 1-up, but he does not get it. Proa is in 5-2 right now. And he's able to get to the upper portion. Nobody likes taking the lower path. 1, it's slower, and 2, it is 1,000 times harder than taking the upper path. Dr. J now taking care of the Piranha level. Proa is done with World 5-2 as he'll complete his set of cards and get another one up. Dr. J using the pause strats to manipulate the spawns of those piranhas there. He's doing a very good job keeping his power up right now. And now it looks like Proa is in the World 7-3 beta level. That's right, we do have some levels that are in the beta that actually can be accessed through, I know, certain Game Genie codes. So Fred has added some of those to the list here. So this is a level that you will never see in the vanilla game, but this was intended to be World 7-3 before they changed it up. And there's another card game for Proa. He's going to play, and let's see if he can get some matches here. He's got a match. Finds the one up, and he finds its match. There's 2 matches for Proa. Still has one more chance to build it. He finds the match to the 20 coins. Remember, the items can be anything. Looking for the 10. He got it. And he doesn't get the final 3 matches there, but an excellent chance the next time he gets the end card game, he'll be able to clear the board. And he's got a hammer suit and a couple of P-Wings, so getting some nice merchandise from the end card game, using the star to take care of those Hammer Brothers, he's rewarded with another P-Wing. Dr. J is in the army right now, doing a good job keeping his power up here, just has this 1 tank left to go, and he still manages to keep his power up. Now Dr. J gets through the fiery power-up as Proa is now in World 1-2. Dr. J gets a star, and Proa is going to take the star as well. And Dr. J in the Mushroom House is going to pick the middle chest and get himself a leaf. Right now, Proa is just cruising in this race right now. He just got done with the Pyramid stage, and is going to take a chance here on the Hammer Brothers in hopes that he gets a very nice power-up. Let's see what he gets. He gets a hammer! That is excellent. Takes care of both the boulders and the locks that are in your way. So Proa getting a very nice resource there as he finds World 3. Now, even though it's World 3's airship, because this is World 2's map, he is still going to take on Morton, the saltiest Koopa around, of course. Dr. J taking care of World 6-7 right now. Let's see how many hits Morton takes. There's 2. There's 3. The 3 is not enough. How about 4? 4 hits. So back-to-back worlds with 4 HP Koopalings. Now, Dr. J here in World Fortress 1 himself. Now, he is not going to take the pipe, and it's going to be a little bit tougher. No, he didn't get to the pipe yet. He is going to take the pipe. For a moment, I didn't think he took the pipe. He hadn't gotten there yet. And Proa gets a Hammer Brothers suit from Peach's letter here. So, boy, Proa with all the resources. Of course, Dr. J is going to get that same Hammer Brothers suit when he completes World 2. Dr. J having some trouble here in the pipe area, and Proa going to take his chance against the Fire Brothers, and he nails it. Nicely done. His reward, another P-Wing. Holy Toledo, he has got all of the big-time resources here in World 1. Because he had that hammer, he was able to skip plenty of it. He's already on the fortress here, the airship, rather. And this is World 4's airship. Because this is World 1's map, he'll be going up against Larry Koopa, a.k.a. Cheatsy from the cartoon series. How many hits? There's 2. That's not enough. How about 3? That's not enough. 4. That's not enough. It's a 5 HP Larry Koopa, and all of these Koopalings here, they've been beefed up so far. 3 worlds, 3 beefed up Koopaling kids. Boy, Proa cruising here. He has already blazed through 4 worlds. Dr. J trying to get through the first world here. He's on the World 7 airship. Yeah, we're talking about beefy Koopas here, folks. We haven't even gotten to the Baconator herself, but we're going to get there right now because this is World 3. Wendy O. Koopa awaits. And this pipe will take him to Area 9, and it looks like he's going to play Area 9. And it looks like we have got 5-8. This is 5-8 here for Proa. Dr. J doing a good job with the Luddy fight here. He's got one more hit left to go, and it's a flawless fight for Dr. J, so he is done with his first world. And Proa just tearing up the seed. He completes his hand and gets another one up. He's got 7 extra lives at his disposal. And let's see what's going to be in store for 3-8. It's going to be 4-1. And we've got Boss Bass. Watch out. But he's got a leaf that's going to be very valuable in this section here. But he's going to have to be very careful going into that pipe because Boss Bass is going to try and eat him. But he sneaks behind him. Very nicely done there for Proa. And Dr. J gets his letter from Bowser. So there's no item from Bowser, obviously. And now Dr. J is going to have to tangle with 6-5. Let's see what happens for Proa in the card game. No, no match there. He still has one more turn. You remember where the flower is? He's got it. There's a star. He's got it, and Proa clears the board. He's got all the prizes in the end card game. He's got a lot of goodies. A lot of frog suits, some stars, and P-Wings. He's got everything but the kitchen sink right now, as he is now in the Navy. You could sail the 7 seas. That's as far as I'm going, folks. But anytime I hear the Navy, you gotta pay some respect to the 1979 Village people. It's an awesome song. And now Boom Boom time as he makes quick work of the Navy here. Dr. J completes World 6-5. And Proa takes care of the Boom Boom. And Proa going to take this pipe in the hopes that it's going to take him to the castle, which it does not. Looks like that lock is going to take him to the castle instead. Got a very heavy sledgehammer, bro, and he gets a Jugum Cloud. He gets another Jugum Cloud. Man, Proa picking up all the merchandise here, but he's going to take care of this fort here. And now we're looking at the super tank. So already we have got 3 of the 4 branches of the Bowser military out of the way. The only one that's left is the Air Force. And another Boom Boom is about to go boom. Let's see if Proa can sweep it. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And Dr. J going to try and build up his life counter again. He's only got 3 lives, so he's going to try and get as many as on the screen as he does. He does. He gets a 1-up. Very nicely done. And he gets a flower, so he may have a shot at getting another 3 lives. Proa does take that pipe, which will take him to the castle in World 3, and we have World 6's airship. No problem at all there, and let's see how many Baconators Wendy's had tonight. And 2 HP, that's not enough. 3, that's not enough. Another beefy Koopaling. 4 is not enough. Boy, I tell ya, I think Wendy had about 5 Baconators before this race here. She was beefy. Another beefy Koopaling. Holy Toledo. That is just, wow. No breaks for these runners so far, as Dr. J is going to take care of the Boom Boom here in the World 1 Fortress. No problem at all with that Fire Flower. But I tell you what, Proa just absolutely tearing this apart. We've got World 5 and World 6 and World 4 left on the board. What are we going to have next? World 5. Let's take a look at what Proa's first level is. It's one of the beta levels. Some speculate that this might have been the beta for World 7-1. But you be the judge on that. Dr. J now currently into World 2-3. Proa makes quick work of it, and he's got 2 stars, so he's going to have to be a little bit careful if he wants to save on the fireworks animation. It's 5 up if you get 3 star card. Proa going to try his luck on a fresh set of cards. No match on the first turn. Find that one up. He does not, but now he knows where both 10 coins are. Dr. J gonna have to be very careful here because he's down to Small Mario here in 2-3. Proa gonna go ahead and take this pipe here, using the Jugum Cloud to skip number 2. And it looks like we have World 3-9 on the board for Proa. And Dr. J opts not to go for the 3-up. He'll go ahead and take his 1-up for completing his hand. The end card is what people call the card game, where you try to match up the symbols and win some prizes. You can get 10, 20 coins, 1-ups, or any power-up in the game. That's right, you can actually get a hammer from the end card game. Of course, Human Mustard's the one that asked the question, so he's probably trolling me. He probably calls it something else. Dr. J in 5-2 right now, and Proa is able to avoid the triple here as he gets a flower to complete his cards. And Proa going to take the coin ship again because auto scrollers are turned off. It's a nice prize because you can collect as many gold coins as you possibly can, and if you're looking to get some 1-ups, there is a 1-up at the end of the coin ship, and of course there's plenty of coins to go around, and another hammer for Proa behind that coin ship. Holy smokes, everything coming up Proa so far in this race. Proa going to use the star against these Boomerang brothers here, and his reward is going to be a music box, which will put Hammer Brothers to sleep, as well as those Piranha stages, but the Piranha stages are now over and done with. That was the first world. Now Proa going to take the palace here to get to the second half of World 5, the good old tower. Oh, I don't know what's in the end cards. They go by so fast, you have to pretty much have a photographic memory to know what's behind what. Dr. J, though, having some problems here in World 5, too. He's got to be careful not to take a death here. It's down to 3 lives. Proa has 8 lives, but he's just about done with this tower here. And look out, it's Boss Bass, but Boss Bass pretty harmless here in this juncture. And he's got a hammer, he'll skip that lock. Does he have any more clouds? No, he's going to use a leaf here as Dr. J tries his hand on the card game. Here's 4-3-2. Dr. J finding the wrong set of coins there, but now he finds the match, so an item for Dr. J. Finds the other mushroom, so all the mushrooms are out of play, but ends his turn as he can't find a match to that star. Now Dr. J in World 1-3. Proa no trouble at all with that 3F2. Let's see how he does against Boom Boom. There's 2, and Boom Boo goes Boom Boom. Let's see if Dr. J just goes for the natural, complete the level, or, yes, he's just going to go for the natural, not going to go for the item. And Dr. J gets a flower, so he has no worries about the animation. We have a Hammer Brother that guards another music box. Now the items are starting to dry out. Now we're seeing all of the music boxes. And behind 5-8 is 1-1, but we've got a cheat sheet floating around, so that's going to make things a little bit more trickier than you're accustomed to seeing. Pro is going to fly over everything here. Not worry about the pipe. Pretty simple World 1-1 there for Proa. Dr. J currently in 1-2 right now. He's in the second world. Proa is way up on Dr. J right now. It's going to take a miracle in 3/4 for this kind of comeback to happen for Dr. J. It's going to have to take probably the trolliest World 8 seen in history. Proa's in World 7-2 now, which is arguably the toughest level to get the white mushroom house in. Yes, this is the last world, the last level where you can get a white mushroom house. And you pretty much need a frog suit to do it. Now we've reached the end of World 5. Dr. J's at the end of World 2. He's on the World 3 airship. This is the World 2 airship for Proa, but because it's World 5, we're going for Roy Koopa here. We'll see if he is a bouncy one or if he's not. 5 hits, maybe? Nope, he's a normal Roy. There's 2. About 3. The lowest HP Koopas to date so far, it's Roy Koopa taking only 3 hits, the vanilla amount. So, Roy letting the rest of the Koopaling clan down, not being very strong here. Dr. J taking care of Morton, and he'll be done with the second world. But Proa has a 3-world lead right now on Dr. J as he's entering his 6th world. We're down to 2 left. What will we have? World 4, so that means World 6 is going to be coming our way in the 7th world. And Proa going to play the card game here. Fresh set, and he gets a match with the coins. No match with the mushroom and the flower. Star finds the match. He's got a match with the mushroom. But no match, but he does know where all the flowers are as a Hammer Brother suit is picked up by Dr. J. He's now in World 1. And we have 3-1 behind 1-1 for Dr. J. And he'll have to pick up this power-up down below. Unfortunately, that pipe fruitless for Proa, so he's going to have to take the other pipe. Does he have a hammer? He does. And he'll play this fort, and we've got 5F1 for Proa. Dr. J gonna go up and over everything, and Proa not even gonna bother trying to fly up there. So hard to do. Proa making quick work of 5F1, and here comes another boom boom. And this boom boom just went boom like the rest of them. Dr. J completes his level. Proa gets through 5F1. Let's see what's in store now for Proa as he enters the next level. Space 4 is a beta. This is the 1-5 beta, which is much more difficult and much less fun because, obviously, I just said it's more difficult. And 2, there's no coin heaven. Obviously, in a race, coin heaven doesn't mean anything to these runners, but if I'm playing this game casually, I want my coin heaven. But yes, that was the beta to 1-5 that Proa just got done with. Dr. J's in 1-6 right now, and it looks like he's just got a couple more jumps left to go, and he'll be done with this board. And no problem at all. And let's see what Proa decides to do now. He's going to take his chance with this Hammer Brother here, and it's a boomerang, bro, and he gets past him. Dr. J on the card game here. Another music box. Man, what is that, 3 in a row now for Proa? 3 out of 4? Look for the 1-up, but there's no 1-up there for Dr. J, so his card game is over. Proa going to take another chance at the Boomerang Brothers here, and is able to dodge the boomerang swiftly, and he'll get a star this time. Dr. J in Fort Knox. That was the nickname I gave it recently. This is 7F1. Now, why do I call it Fort Knox? Because of all the gold. Because there is a P block hidden beneath one of those blocks. And when I was a kid, I would always go after the P block and collect as many coins as I could in the 200 seconds. There's the P block right there for Dr. J. He'll get a few coins, but he's not going to do the strat that I would do. He's not going to go down there and collect 150 coins. This is a race, folks. Meanwhile, Proa is in a World 6 level. I couldn't quite tell if it was World 6-3 or World 6-4. Proa doing a good job here. Got to get through this last jump. He makes it. Very nicely done there for Proa. Now Dr. J trying to complete the boom boom here in 7F1. And here's the fort for Proa. Oh! From the best fort in World 7 to the worst fort of the game, 7F2. Nobody likes this fort. Let's see how Proa does. Meanwhile, Dr. J gonna go into 1-5, and this is 3-8. Watch out for Boss Bass if this was the vanilla game, but I don't see Boss Bass here this time. That's the beauty of the randomizer. Normally you see a Boss Bass here trying to take you down, but no such thing for Dr. J, and that's going to make 3-8, which is kind of a difficult level, a much more easier one. Dr. J going to wait for that, and oh, nice dodging there from Proa. Dr. J completing his hand to get another one up. So despite some early struggles for Dr. J, he has kept his death count very low since World 1. So despite the rough start, Dr. J has held his own in the late stages of this race. But it just might be too little too late. Proa back to the card game here. He remembers where those flowers were. That's another prize for him. Does not find the match to the 20 coin. There's the pair of mushrooms for Proa. But does not find the flowers, so he is done with that card game. Now he's off to the airship here in the 6th world. This is going to be Iggy Koopa, the one with the most wonkiest hitbox. And this would be World 1's airship. Let's see how strong Iggy's gonna be. There's 1. There's 2. Not a weak one. 3. Vanilla. So far, all 6 Koopalings have been at least vanilla or beefier. The last 2 have been vanilla. Proa will take down the 6th world. He's now 1 world away from entering World 8. Dr. J now is in the 3rd airship. This is World 3. This is the World 4 airship. But that does not change the enemy of what world's map he was on. Because it was the 1st world, it's still going to be against Larry. Here's World 6. 7th world in this game is World 6. Proa going to take a chance here on this pipe, and we're going to find that he needs a hammer, which he conveniently has. He had plenty of hammers in the early game. Now he's got to take care of these sledgehammer bros, and gets a fire flower, which he might as well pick up now because he got hit. And he gets a Jugum Cloud for his reward. Dr. J going to find out the hard way that Larry beefed up tonight. He had a nice hearty meal prior to this match. Proa now at the carpet ford here. This is 6F3. Proa doing a good job avoiding the disco waffles. But he doesn't avoid that disco waffle. He's still in pretty good shape, though. And it's nothing but ghosts. It's going to make this pretty darn easy for Proa. Because if it was those candle flames that go in random directions, it's a little bit more fun. Another solid boom boom fight for Proa. And Dr. J is now in World 3-5. No problem at all. That jump is pretty difficult. I think it was when I was a kid. Proa is now in 2-1. Oh, and Proa gets swallowed up by Boss Bass. Whether that was intentional, we'll find out. No, that wasn't intentional. But now he's going to equip his leaf. Try it again. Dr. J at the card game. Where's that flower? It's not there. There's a flower, so a prize for Dr. J. Another prize for Dr. J. There's 1 flower left, but he doesn't find it. He'll have it for next time, though. Ooh, but Dr. J has found 8-1. A very tough level here, so Dr. J gonna have to play it cool. Oh, but he falls right into the hole. Tough break there for Dr. J. Maybe he'll take the pipe this time, no? He's going to use the P-Wing, and who can blame him? This is definitely worthy of a P-Wing use. 8-1's a brutal level. Now, is he going to take the pipe and maybe get some one-ups? Nah, of course you're not going to take the pipe. This is a race. Proa gets through the coin ship here. He's got 9 extra lives at his disposal. He picks up another star as his prize. And he goes into Area 5, but he's going to skip Area 5, and he's going to go into Area 7. He has no more clouds left, so he's going to equip his leaf. Dr. J gets a triple star, so he's going to get 5 extra lives as Proa has entered World 4-4. Dr. J finds one of the hand levels, and it's the one that I dreaded the most as a kid. It's the cheap level. There's 3 hands levels. One has the cheap, one has the Hammer Brother variety mix, and the other one is the easiest one. It's got coins. Of course, there's coins at the end of the cheap hand level. Let's see what prize Dr. J gets. P-Wings. So all of the hand levels are going to have P-Wings at the end. Pro has now find 4F2. When I was a kid, I'd always take that secret passageway, but that is such a time sink. You're never going to see runners take that passageway. No, sirree, Bob. You have to get that P-Wing, and there's a group of silver coins, and in between those silver coins is a door that you cannot see, and that's going to take you to a secret path. I would always take that as a kid. Now Dr. J tried his luck at Boom Boom. Proa got through his, and so did Dr. J. Another end card game for Proa, another 80,000 points in the till. But he doesn't find the Fire Flower, that's the 1-up. Now he's got the 1-up, so there's a prize for him. The 20 coins, he's got that. Find the star, but he doesn't, so he's going to have 2 prizes coming his way on the next end card game. Dr. J taking care of the Sledgehammer Brothers here and gets a star. Proa, meanwhile, is in 3-3. Dr. J, on the other hand, is in 6-6, or 7-6, rather, excuse me. But he doesn't do the clip. And he's probably going to take an no? I thought he was going to take an intentional death. Well, he takes a death anyways. Back to start he goes. So now he might want to think about number 5. Which is not any better because it's World 7-5. Oh, man. And he gets eaten by Boss Bass, man. It's just not been Dr. J's night, folks. Proa going to... Look at all the music boxes Proa has. And there is the last of the Bowser military stages. We've got the Air Force. Dr. J clears the board here. Get his star. Now, which way is Dr. J going to go? He's going to go to box 6. And here is 3-7, where 3-6 is. This is a stage I like to call Jackpot, because if you go after the hidden block that takes you to a coin heaven, there is a prize at the end. So in addition to all the coins, you get an extra power-up. Most runners will probably not make the play to go to coin heaven here. And Proa is done with his Ford. He is now into World 5's airship. And let's see how he fares against Lemmy Koopa, the guy with the circus balls. Let's see how many hits he takes. There's one. Oh! Finally, we've got ourselves a weak Koopling. Somebody didn't get the memo about the big buffet at Bowser's castle. And Lemmy is down in 1 hit. Right now, Dr. J's in World 2-5, and now he's got 2 star cards. Is he going to get the 3rd? Yep. So he'll get the triple star, another 5 lives. That'll take him up to 13. Proa's got 10 extra lives. Now, I say 10 extra lives because there is a 0 life. You still have a life when you're on 0, but after that, you game over. Proa now in 4-3. As Dr. J clears the board, he'll get the rest of his prizes in his card game. And next up, Dr. J is in 4-1. Yeah, that is a disadvantage to why you're not going to see runners go to coin heaven, is because that is an auto-scroller that is only going to lose a lot of time. If Fred were to remove the auto-scrollers from coin heaven, you might see it be a more viable play, especially in World 3-7. Now Dr. J is taking his shot at the Navy. Going to try and get this power up without getting hit. That's a tough call. He will get his mushroom, but can he get out of there? He's trying his best. Nice job for Dr. J. Proa in World 8. He is trying to find the path here. Unfortunately, it is no-go. And we have 6F1 behind that particular ship. Dr. J going past the pipe, and Dr. J, let's see how he does against this boom boom. Oh, he missed. Try and get his bearings back here and recover, which he does. Nice job for Dr. J. And Pro will get his fire flower. This is going to make the boom boom fight considerably easier here. Nicely played. Proa taking the pipe here. Dr. J getting a Jugum Cloud. Does he have a hammer? Nope, he's out of hammers, so that's not the right way. I mean, it might be the right way, it's just he doesn't have the resources now. All those hammers early, but sometimes if you don't use them in the right spot, they're going to come back to haunt you. And look, Ma! No hands! Very nicely done there for Pro. So if this is the right way, that was pretty darn good RNG, as we're in the ultimate game of Let's Make a Deal. Is it behind door number 1, door number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? Of course, it's behind door number 6. Though I really would love to see Fred randomize it so any of the doors could be the way out. Door number 5 has the 1-up, and door number 9 has that hidden coin room. And let's see if this is the right way for Proa. We're about to find out. Is this taken to Bowser's Castle? Nope. Maybe one of the other pipes does. But first, he's going to make a pit stop at this fortress, 6F2. And now Dr. J going to find out that Wendy had a lot of Baconators, and Dr. J, that candy cane ring gave him a cavity. Back to start he goes. Well, Siberian Bull, we'll see if that is the kind of luck Proa gets, or if that ended up being the correct path. Because again, it's quite possible that that lock that tripped up his progress might be the only way to Bowser's Castle. We will find out in due time. Dr. J gonna have a little bit better chance against Wendy. Round 2. And it is the way out, so Proa has found the correct path. And this is going to be a very smooth seed for Proa, but he's got to get past Fort 8. Oh, and Dr. J, another cavity for him. Boy, Wendy had plenty of Baconators prior to that fight. Boy, too strong for him. Pro making very quick work of this fort, just going to blast by. Can he get to the door on time? He certainly can. Nicely done. Pro, and now one final boom boom, and he goes boom one more time. And now Proa getting ready to enter Bowser's Castle to rescue Princess Toadstool. He's got plenty of hammer suits, but he has a couple of stars, so he is on his way. Dr. J trying to finish off. Oh, but the high jump from Wendy blocking Dr. J's progress. She says, wagging her finger, "Not in my house." Ho, ho, ho. Let's see if Proa can get this clip here. Got to avoid those disco waffles. Look out. He makes it. He'll collect his 1-up, and he does the clip successfully. Nice job. The writing is pretty much on the wall here. Proa just has to get through a couple more hurdles, hammer Bowser to death, and it will be GG for proa007. That is a 5 HP Wendy tonight, Trails. 5 HP. And away we go. Here's Bowser. And down goes Bowser. That's the power of the hammers there. He is weak against those hammers. So get your GGs out for proa007. He wins the first race of the doubleheader. And again, Wendy doing her best. Dikembe Moatumbo impression. I said Moatumbo. That's Zelda too. I don't have to call her Moatumbo. And GG to Proa. He has rescued Princess Peach. A very respectable time in the low 44-minute range. Nice race for him. Make sure you give both of our runners tonight a follow, proa007 and drjayphd. Of course, they're going to have another race coming up very shortly. In fact, right after this race, we're going to have the second race, and we're going to see some different flags. You're going to see some things shuffled up. Now, let's see if Dr. J can get through Wendy this time. There's 3 hits. Oh, no hiding from the candy. Holy high jumps all over the place. Another high jump. Holy smokes. Did Wendy have like 20 chicken nuggets to go with those Baconators? There we go. Nice job. Dr. J perseveres and takes down Wendy. Holy smokes. She's being an absolute troll tonight. So cheer on Dr. J. He's going to go ahead and finish this race because it is better to finish up a race than to do a dot forfeit. So Dr. J going to take one on the chin, but he is going to be a good sport and finish this up as he gets a music box. Or maybe Dr. J has thrown in the towel. Nope, he's just taking a break. Alright, so Dr. J is in the, what I'm just going to call it, it's the 7-1 beta. I'm calling it the 7-1 beta. Take it as you will. Pretty easy stage, there's no enemies. You just got to keep on swimming and then eventually make it to the top where that pipe is. No problem at all there for Dr. J. You call it the waterfall? That's a fair enough title. I'll call it the waterfall as well, Human Mustard. I didn't see any nicknames particularly for that stage, so I like that. Waterfall's good because it is a waterfall. And it looks like Dr. J has thrown in the towel for this seed, so he's going to shake it off and see if he can make a comeback here in the second race.